Well, not everything goes as planned 100% of the time. I am stopping to stretch because my feet are cramping, so I'm gonna take some electrolytes. That usually tells me that I need to stretch my feet. Maybe I need electrolytes, maybe I'm dehydrated. So I'm gonna take a few of these mixed berry electrolyte fast chews from Salt Stick, and I'm gonna stretch my feet. I'm also on my period. I'm on day 2, which is like the worst. If you know, you know. So my whole body is super fatigued. I'm also sore from my workout yesterday at the gym. So I'm gonna take a second, hydrate Chandler, take some electrolytes, and stretch with this gorgeous view. The day after arriving in Alaska, I decided to go on a solo backpacking trip into the backcountry. Hi, I'm Bree, and I'm driving the Pan American Highway from Alaska to Argentina. I have lived on the road for about 3 years after leaving the military and decided it was time to adventure outside my comfort zone. Well, Alaska's the first stop along the way. Despite feeling like I needed a break because I was incredibly burnt out, I thought, hey, backpacking will help me relax. That was wishful thinking. Within 3 miles of the trailhead, I heard a quick thud behind me, saw nothing, and when I turned back around, a random dog was sniffing Chandler. It was, in fact, a lost dog. Before passing judgment, this could happen to anyone, so please be kind in the comments. This dog, we'll call her Charlie, decided to tag along with us, and I honestly didn't know which direction her owners were in, so Chandler and I took Charlie in, and I made sure she didn't wander off again. I would hope that if Chandler went missing on a trail that someone would take care of her, so that's what I did. She stuck with me for a couple of miles, and when I stopped to eat lunch, don't worry, I gave her a little snack too. The owner actually found us. She'd been looking for her dog for a couple of hours, and I was honestly glad because otherwise I'd have this dog with me until I was possibly back from backpacking, and I did not pack enough food for 2 dogs. Chandler and I wrapped up our lunch break, and then we were back on the trail.
Will the rain ever stop? Will the rain ever stop? Will the rain ever stop reminding me of you? Orange Avenue.
We're about 8 miles in. This is like the hardest part, honestly. Most of the ascent is within like a very short distance. I just watched that video back and my hair looks crazy. Honestly, I just piled it on top of my head and put it into a clip, but this is the best that I've got. This is the best that I can do for you. Anyway, we're gonna get back to it.
My calloused hands, my furrowed brow in all my plans. I'm coming to my own. I'm coming to my own.
Well, not everything goes as planned 100% of the time. I fell and I hyperextended the crap out of my knee. It hurts pretty bad, so does my ankle. And when I fell through snow straight down to some water. So the inside of one of my shoes is completely soaked. It is best if I just stay here tonight and get her some rest, get me some rest, and wake up and see how I feel tomorrow morning. I do have to take her to an appointment Monday morning. I only have tomorrow and Sunday to get this entire hike done, which means I would have 8 miles to hike tomorrow and then 16 miles to hike back to the trailhead. So it would be like 8 miles tomorrow, maybe hang out, spend the day at the hut, and then hike a little bit of the ways back tomorrow, and then finish the hike on Sunday to get back. So that's where things are currently at. Chandler is always my number one priority. So whatever adventure I'm doing, I will make sure that she's cozy, comfy, and taken care of, which means getting her some rest today.
The distance I have traveled, the wool that I have gathered, all are coming to my home, are coming to my home. Heaven's ship sails low, all the while tender close.
This is gonna sound really silly. I've been laying here for the last 3 to 4 hours, really trying to sleep and struggling to sleep because I have really bad anxiety. Lately, I've been struggling with PTSD, anxiety, and depression. It's something that I was handling really well for a while, but unfortunately it ebbs and flows. The thing about spending so much time by yourself is that you are forced to be with yourself. When my PTSD is bad, the first thing that I struggle with is sleep. I've been laying awake until 3 or 4 in the morning, struggling with nightmares to wake up, to accomplish tasks, even as I record this voiceover. It's a weird thing to battle when I am overall very happy with my life, career, and relationships. It seems very conflicting to have so much good going on in life while struggling with your mental health. And well, that came up for me here. As much as I refrain from the crying on camera emotional stuff, I do not want to paint my life as perfect online because it isn't. And I know a lot of people who struggle with their mental health won't push themselves to get outside and do things. So my hope is that by sharing this, it encourages someone to do it anyway. At least you'll be sad in a beautiful location. Anyway, I'm thinking maybe I needed a crash out in my tent because I felt fine the next morning. Hey, Chandler and I are taking a little bit of rest. I need to check the weather on my Garmin again. Literally check the weather, so I can do a lot of things on here. It's nice to be able to check the weather when I don't have cell phone service. So right now it's 51 degrees, feels like 49. I don't feel like it's that cold right now, to be honest with you. I slept pretty warm. It is going to rain today, so we're gonna click on that and see at what time it's gonna start raining. Rain forecast is that it's gonna start raining at 8 p.m. I don't know if you can see that, but we'll be back before 8 p.m. I don't like getting caught in rain. I don't like getting caught in unexpected weather. So it's really nice to have this so I can check. I also checked in with my mom last night with my Garmin. So let me see if my mom responded. Hold on. I just checked my messages between my mom and I. Have any messages from my mom since I said I'm checking in, everything is okay. And I shared my trip location. This is really nice to have, by the way. This isn't an ad. I have worked with Garmin before, but this is not an ad. I literally am just using them. I always recommend having backup communication just in case something were to happen. Chandler just finished eating, so I am going to start packing up. Here's a little recap from yesterday. I did fall. I hurt my knee and my ankle, apparently. I fell, my foot went through snow and right into water. So I still have a soaking wet shoe, which I will be hiking in today. I didn't get as far as I wanted to yesterday, but considering the distance and the short amount of time that I have, I think it's too far overall for Chandler over a short period of time. So as a responsible dog parent, we are going back today. She is getting older, and while she has been able to hike 19 plus miles in a day in the past, that's just not the case for her anymore, and I have to be aware of that, and I have to watch her body and make sure that she's okay when we're hiking or backpacking. So we're not going to keep going, but that's okay. With backpacking and doing this trip, want to explore an adventure with a degree of slowness. Like, I'm not out here competing with anyone, so I have to keep that in mind. But yeah, we slept in. We will be heading back to the trailhead today. Chandler was super snuggly last night. We spooned all night. My sleeping bag is a mummy sleeping bag. It's from Nemo. It's a women's long, and I wanted to tell you guys why I have a women's long. So in the hood, you can put your pillow in here, And I am somebody that sleeps on my stomach with my arms up over my head like this, and because I have the women's long, I can sleep like that. If I had the regular, I wouldn't be able to sleep like that. So as a stomach sleeper, I highly recommend the long. I also got the long because there's a little extra space for me to be able to snuggle Chandler, and she's small enough to where she can actually fit in my sleeping bag. But for the most part, I'm able to like separate my legs, and she likes to lay between my legs too. We are going to start packing up, but first I want to show you my morning view. Hi, good morning. Are you okay? I love you. Love you.
Just to hear the rain whisper softly that I might see you again.
Go, good.
Hold me down and watch the water rise. Pull me out and bring me back into this life. 'Cause I'm ready for a forest fire. Forest fire. I'm needing a forest fire. Forest fire. Mountain lines in the distant view. Clouds of smoke, the sky is beautiful blue. It's passing down, it's a western sail.
Good girl.
Houses only used to evacuate. 'Cause I'm ready for a forest fire. A forest fire. I need a forest fire. Forest fire. I'm wanting a forest fire. Forest fire. Just to hear the rain whisper softly that I might see you again.